Are you transgender? Male to female, male to whatever, or transfeminine? This video is part 2. If you have not watched the first one, I recommend that you do that when you are done watching this one. A criterion for understanding if you are transgender is how you feel about your gender. On a constant basis, you do not feel male. This does not necessarily mean you feel female specifically, although some people do. Some feel that they are bigender or without a gender, and some feel that they are female after their body changes. Regardless of what you feel your gender is, specifically, male does not fit. Again, you do not feel male, and no matter what you do, how good things are going in your life, or how bad things are going in your life, this feeling about your gender is persistent. It is always with you. I want you to think about your gender over the course of your life and how you felt about it. I'm going to make a list of some common things I see transgender people experience over the course of their life, which demonstrate that they did not feel male. I want you to know that this is not a comprehensive list. This video can only be so long, so I can't list everything. There's a lot more involved than what I'm about to say, but the point is to get you thinking about your life, and some of these may apply to you. If there's not a single item on this list that resonates with you, it doesn't mean you are not transgender. Your experiences might just be different. Growing up, you may have secretly wished or prayed to wake up as a girl the next day. When playing with others as children or even alone, you might have picked a female role like mother, aunt, or sister. You may have dressed in women's clothing when you were alone or had a chance to play in them when it was acceptable. You may have dressed up as a female character in a costume when given the opportunity, whether as a child or an adult. If you play video games, you may have preferred female avatars or gender-neutral avatars like an animal. You might have grown out your hair or tried to grow it out. You may have been drawn to traditionally female clothing or toys. When you look at women, you may feel jealous of their appearance, wonder what you would look like in their clothing, or even wish to wear their clothing. Many trans women spend a lot of time on social media or in online games before they transition, because they get to be female in that world, and no one will know. Before transitioning, they often spend a lot of time avoiding being physically present, escaping into a fantasy where their body and gender feel correct. Despite this feeling of not being male, you may have spent a period in your life participating in traditionally male activities, such as playing aggressive male sports, enrolling in the military, or engaging in martial arts. This may have been an effort to fulfill the expectations placed on your gender, an attempt to convince yourself that you could be comfortable living as male if you just tried hard enough. Unfortunately, this usually doesn't work. If you are watching this video for yourself or researching what it means to be transgender online, then you are likely transgender, because cisgender people generally do not ask themselves, "Am I transgender?" Again, think about your life and look for signs that show how you feel about your gender and make your own list. If you experience dysphoria and a persistent feeling that you are not male, then you owe it to yourself to explore this further. Speak with a mental health professional who has experience working with transgender clients. If, after some exploration, you feel that you are transgender, you may want to consider trying hormones for a few months. Starting hormones for a short time won't lead to major changes in your body, but it will give you the opportunity to see how you feel. Studies show that people who transition on hormones experience less depression and anxiety compared to those who transition without them. Knowing how you feel on hormones can provide clarity. I hope this video has helped you reflect on your feelings about your gender and recognize that these feelings may have been present for a long time. For those who are still uncertain, I plan to create future videos with more specific examples to further illustrate these experiences.